Hi everyone, this is Lloyd Silver with Cairn Marketing, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about local SEO. Specifically, I'm going to be talking to small business owners or perhaps other businesses who are first venturing into online marketing and maybe don't have quite the budget that it takes to get results that you're expecting from traditional ways of implementing SEO. And I've got a new strategy that I think can give you great results without costing as much as the typical approach that's taken. So when we're talking about SEO, clearly what we're saying is it's the process of getting a website ranked at the top of Google or Bing. And the idea being if you're at the top of Google, you're going to get a large percentage of the traffic. If you're number one, it's typically about 35% of the traffic that comes in for that keyword. So it's critical that you're at the top of Google. And that's part of the strategy. We got to get you to the top. But the question is, what are we ranking? I believe that you can achieve massive profits with SEO without ever having to get your official company website ranked. Now, don't get me wrong, we rank websites every single day. It's an important part of our strategy. I'm not suggesting that that's not something you want to consider. If you want to have what we call online marketing domination, you've got to have your website ranked. But the approach that I'm going to talk about very briefly here is one that I think most businesses can take at a very affordable price and get really, really good results from it. So if we're not talking about ranking your actual official company website, what are we talking about? Well, let's take a little bit of a closer look. And first, we need to start with consumer behavior. So the research is pretty clear that almost every consumer out there uses online media to shop locally. And I'll say it a different way. Before going out and buying something from a local store, before acquiring the services of a local service provider, almost every consumer today is going onto the internet and they're doing research. And that really does form the basis of our of this approach. So let's take a quick look at a search that I just did. And it's for San Francisco plumber. Very basic search. I don't know why I love searching for plumbers. I think it's very representative of that local business type of marketplace. And let's look closely at these results, right? We're not going to consider these are paid ads, but let's get into the organic results. And we can see here we've got a Yelp listing, a Yelp listing, a Yelp listing, and yes, another Yelp listing. And then we get into what we call the local 7, which are typically 7 different results that Google's presenting, all local companies. And this comes from having a Google Places account, not from having an actual website, but from having your Google Places account, right? You can even see that on this particular listing, the link is to their actual Google Plus page, not even to an official company website. So you don't need to have a website to get that type of a Google listing. And then beyond that, we get into Angie's List. And then further down, we have Yellow Pages. And it's not until all the way down here, and I don't know, that's result number 7 or so, that we actually have a real company official website ranked. Every other ranking previous to that was Yelp or Angie's Review or Yellow Pages, right? What we're talking about is the power of these online review sites and the power of social media. Since social media like Facebook, they also include reviews, also a fantastic way of getting the type of results that we're discussing here. And let's even consider this. If a consumer searches for San Francisco plumber and the top 2 results are number 1, the company's official webpage, and number 2, their Yelp review for the same company. Which do you think that consumer is more likely to click on? Now, if they have an existing relationship with the plumber, they're going to click on the website and go straight there and get whatever information they need. But if they're searching for a plumber and they don't know one, I believe they're going to click on the Yelp review much more quickly than they're going to click on the company page. They want to go on that Yelp review and they want to read about the company, they want to read the reviews, and they want to make sure that this is the type of company that they want to do business with. And then they're going to go and click on your link and look more into your website. So why even bother ranking the website to begin with? Let's get that Yelp review to the top of Google, present something that the consumers are dying to read about. They want to hear about the reviews. Click on the Yelp review, read those reviews, and then click on your link, or they may even bypass that altogether and just pick up the phone and call you since you have that phone number on the Yelp review. So we can get you fantastic rankings at the top of Google. Great results, more leads, more customers, more revenue without actually having to rank your website. We can do it through a lot of these other things. So consumers absolutely trust these services, whether it's Yelp or Facebook or Yahoo or Google, or there's probably a good 25 or 30 core review sites out there, right? Consumers trust them, but Google trusts them as well. And Google trusts these sites a lot more than they do the typical company website of a local business, right? They understand that Yelp is doing the best they can to filter those reviews and make sure that they're presenting information very honestly, and that the companies listed are verified, and they go to great lengths to make sure that there is minimal fraud and deception. Right? And Google appreciates that, and they can't necessarily guarantee that when it comes to an individual website. So Google trusts these sites a lot more than they trust your own company website as well. And a key ranking factor, if we want to get you to the top of Google, is trust. If Google trusts you, they are much more inclined to get you to the top than if they don't. So when we're ranking a new website, the first thing that we need to do is build trust in Google's eyes. And there are a lot of ways that we have to do it, but that means additional cost. When we can take a Yelp review that's already inherently trusted by Google and just focus our efforts on getting that to the top, we can get great results and do it much less expensively than we could if we took that traditional approach at ranking your website. So I think this is a great strategy to consider if you're a small business. If you haven't done any online marketing, but you recognize the importance of doing it in your business, this is a great start right here. Clearly, if you want domination, if you want to have a massive presence, we need to talk about getting your website ranked. But this is a wonderful first step that every company should consider. I'm Lloyd Silver with Cairn Marketing. I appreciate your time and hope you learned a little bit today. Thanks.